Alright, back to what we were doing, looking
I
at
saw you
notes.
noticed in the boiler room. You should know Mr. Chance won't be coming back. I got no business being in there myself, but you can take a valve from the wine cellar if you want to try to stop the steam pouring out. Be
Oh,
careful.
we can get the valve from the lines there, and we can get the other thing from the... Well, okay. That puts some things together right now. Room key number 6. Okay.
Dr. Elmore Lee Gray is DeSeto's chief doctor. Accounting and all administrative work is handled by me, Paul Waits. Magdalena Thompson, or Mags, is responsible for the household. Jean-Baptiste and Charlotte Tabois are responsible for keeping the guests' medical regimens in check. Finally, Jack Chance is our gardener, who can occasionally be seen in the conservatory, but is for the most part busy outside. There are currently 6 guests at DeSeto. Malcolm McCarthy and Ruth Tallant reside on the first floor. Jeremy Hartwood, Elisabetta Perosi, Grace Saunders, and of course, Cassandra Beauregard live on the second floor.
Well, so now we have access to one of the guest rooms.
I need the key.
It's hard to know if that was going to be the key or not, so...
There's no way I can get into this thing. Better leave it alone. There's no way I can get into this thing. Better leave it alone.
I do that.
Cassandra Beauregard, the beloved author. Very exciting, isn't it? What do you want to put down for reason for admission?
What her agent told us. Cassandra suffers from writer's block and needs to finish her moving picture script before the end of June.
That's his
Mr.
locker
Chardot
is
suggests Cassandra's heavy use of barbiturates is holding her back and risks ruining her career.
And how should we summarize her personal history?
Let's keep it short. Cassandra Beauregard is a beloved crime author who managed to pull herself out of poverty and into stardom. 5 years ago, she tried killing herself by jumping off a balcony. The incident left her a cripple, and now relies heavily on her wheelchair.
And for diagnostic impressions?
Cassandra suffers chronic back pain following her suicide attempt. She self-administers morphine to keep herself ambulant, but has become addicted, and the desired effect is now lost. The drug abuse clouds her mind, and she is unable to focus on real life. To save herself from this insight, she instead makes up stories to fill out the gaps in her own thought process, resembling the Korsakoff syndrome.
Oh, bravo, Doctor. How will you treat her?
First of all, she needs to be weaned from her drug addiction, and hopefully it will resolve her compulsive lying. Then look into permanently numbing her pain in her back through surgery. Finally, deal with her suicidal thoughts.
Fantastic. With such a short time before June, I really hope she gets better soon.
We will do what we can.
Yeah, but they're pretty far on
Grace
the...
Saunders, 11 years old.
Oh,
Reason
she's a
for admission?
patient?
The mother insists on strict supervision by a proper gentleman to avoid further perversion of Grace's adolescence.
Personal history?
Grace's family possesses modest wealth and status. Her childhood seems ordinary, spending most of her time with private teachers and family friends. Grace's father recently passed away, leaving her mother the sole caregiver.
And diagnostic impressions?
Grace has trouble dealing with her father's death. She is willingly suppressing her feelings on the matter and isn't properly acknowledging the trauma she suffered.
Any planned treatment?
Grace needs nothing out of the ordinary. She simply needs parental guidance. Eventually, we can work on her feelings toward her father.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll finish the paperwork and get her installed.
Oh.
Malcolm McCarthy, 54 years of age. Reason for admission?
McCarthy admitted himself to DeSeto, stating simply that he needs some damn rest.
And personal history?
McCarthy claims he used to work as a lawyer in Baton Rouge, but says he can't go into details because of some legal dispute. His background remains largely a mystery, except for the occasional clue that he drops in conversation.
Huh. And diagnostic impressions.
McCarthy is an anxious man and an alcoholic. He often tells half-truths due to some deep-seated inability to trust other people.
And how will you treat that?
McCarthy will take some time to open up. Spending time with Jack's dog or the child should be good for him. Their harmless nature will help build his sense of trust.
Thank you, Doctor. Elisabetta Perosi, 33 years old? What should I put down as reason for admission?
Well, Perosi broke into Derceto and was found wandering the grand parlor. She was confused and suffered partial amnesia. She insisted she belonged here and offered to pay for her stay.
Right. What do you make of her story?
Perosi claims to have been a member of the Astarte artist colony some 20 years ago, a claim that seems contrafactual due to her young age. She looks to be and even thinks she is 33 years of age. That would make her a child at the time. It seems fair to say that Perosi's story is untrue, deliberately so or not.
Diagnostic impressions? Do you have anything?
Perosi's story is peculiar because she retracted her story about the artist colony. She no longer claims to be the same person as Elisabetta Perosi. However, my staff's research has confirmed there was a Perosi at that time who was in her early 30s.
I suppose this case will take some time to investigate. How will you go about it?
I wanted to contact the real Perosi, but it seems the whole colony disappeared one night. September 29th,
That's weird.
1915, during a hurricane. I will have to take it slow and figure out what this spell of impersonation could have been.
Oh, I'm sure it will all clear up eventually. Thank you, Doctor. Ruth Talon, 29 years of age. Reason for admission?
Ruth's father wishes that his daughter be removed from New Orleans
Didn't think she was a
nightlife
patient
for the
either.
foreseeable future. He fears that her overly free spirit is tarnishing the family's reputation.
Sounds simple enough. Personal history?
Ruth comes from considerable wealth. Her family owns several hotels and restaurants. Unlike the rest of the family, her sense of adventure has taken her around the world, including France during the Great War as a photojournalist. The last decade, she has provoked many rumors of being a debauched flapper,
What?
bordering on nymphomania.
And diagnostic impressions?
Despite her father's frivolous reasons for her to be admitted, Ruth does seem to provide an interesting case. She is refreshingly open and doesn't shy away from talking about her life during the war or her continuous celebration after returning to the States. She is admittedly a sexual deviant and feels no remorse.
And her treatment plan?
Simply staying at Derceto should do wonders for Ruth. If not, at least for her family's reputation. Ruth doesn't need to change, but with therapy I might be able to share with her some sympathy towards her family. I doubt she will settle down and become as dull as the rest of them, but at least she might try to be more discreet in the future.
I don't know how I feel about this doctor in this one.
Ruth Talon, 29 years of age. Reason for admission?
Oh. We're
Looks like
done.
all the patients are accounted for, except for Jeremy.
Jeremy's wasn't in there. That's weird. Nah, I'm not gonna join Discord. I just want to kind of vibe and play this. Room key 6. Let's try that out. Like, I know I need the bullet room for story reasons. That's like the next place it pretty much threw at me.
I'm not gonna walk out of this now. I need to help Emily save her uncle.
I'm not trying to walk out of here. I'm trying to look around.
I need the key.
Oh. My thing is, I don't know what these doors are. Well, maybe if I open the map, I would
Well-
know. The setting room is what that would be.
Sorry, Detective. Didn't mean to obstruct justice or anything.
That's fine.
You know, I'm kind of busy with my own case of a missing person. I was wondering if you've seen Grace, girl about yay high.
I can't say that I have. Why are you asking?
Well, I'm looking for her.
Is she in trouble?
No. She's just hiding somewhere. But we can't have a rascal like that running around unchecked. At a time like this, you understand?
Well, I haven't seen her.
Well, let me know if you find her. I'll be around. I'll keep an eye out for your man, Jeremy. You scratch my back, Detective, and I'll scratch yours.
Who is he? Like, I understand the kid, I understand Ruth. Honestly, those were the only two I actually paid attention to, if I'm just being honest. I'm a little confused, but...
Looks like everything's back to normal here.
Yeah, let's look in here anyway. Maybe I can get ammo and stuff. I wasn't here before.
Emily's here.
Why was that in there randomly? That is a little weird. Whose room this be? So I have someone do all these together. Does it do something special, or is it just whatever? Someone likes boxing. Is this the empty room, maybe? I keep backing out of it because I think it's not it. Journey's room has something else in it. What? Why? Oh, because I don't have the key for that. That's why. It's not. It's nothing special. That's just because I don't have a key. I overthought that one. Room 6. Room 6.
Huh. How eccentric.
There's a puzzle.
These paintings got some grim-looking rot on them.
Hmm. I can't say I really wanted that to tell me what to do there, but... That one doesn't have rot. That one has rot. That one has rot. And you do not. Oh, it's done, whatever that did.
The Astarte Artist Colony. I remember hearing about their disappearance. Must have been 15 years or more now.
Will I need to remember how to get them out again? They are locked up for good reason. I am sure she is still able to whisper the answer in the ears of the wrong people. But not for long. I will see her burned soon enough. That black goat will be sacrificed to put an end to it all. Then it will all be over. No more Derceto, and sadly, no Astarte. Those good pirates of Pontchartrain. May you still sail the lake, until you find the shores of Hali.
Mm. That picture might be important, though, because that looks important.
What are these symbols? Looks like alchemy or star constellations.
I did it! I crossed the thresholds to my intended destination without a focusing device. My talisman now knows these roads, and I have no need for the plates. I can find my way to Lafayette as easy as I find my own room. I visited the grave of my father and seen the oven waiting for me. Thank you for opening these doors. I now must summon my courage and go back to that hateful mound outside the oil rig. I hope you'll be feeling better when I return. Jeremy.
Huh. A button. Waves, arrow, W. Waves. I don't know. What if it's something to do with this? Willem? Flame missing? Two. Oh, I need to do this. Two. Franklin Mozell. Nine. Yeah, if I try to remember another name, I'm just not gonna do it right. Nora Keith. And 4. Alright, so 294. This weird thing that I don't really know. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 is the circle with the thing up. 9 is the other thing. Oh, 2 is the... Okay. Hold on. Maybe that... I know what I'm trying to do. I just can't. don't want you to give me the answer. I just want to see the thing. There we go. I don't need them to label it like they just did, which kind of sucks, but... Dang, what the... Let's go read that. So I'm right on that. And I'm right on that. And then 9 is... It's that, but it's like upside down looking. Is it the order? Like, I know what we're going for. I just don't know. It's that order. Why is that order?
Got it.
Like, that was me just putting stuff in randomly until I figured something out. Broken plate. What's the broken plate go to? Hmm. Okay. That's, I mean, this room's all good, right? Yep. It doesn't matter of time, you know? Don't worry about it, we're just at wormies.
Looks like some kind of rot. Oh, what happens must be the clock that Jeremy wrote about in the commonplace book. Looks like the plate that held the talisman in the seance room. But it's broken and missing some pieces. I need a key.
Right, say I go back in here. Does it stay? Oh, does it? That door's blocked. I don't know why I just tried it. No, can I go this way? Oh no, I have this blocked too. We're slowly getting things. I was kind of worried that this game was going to have constant enemies. That's something I didn't really want. Like, I want puzzles, I want the investigation, but I don't want enemies in my face non-stop. Right, so the next thing we need to do is, well... But that... might be a little tricky.
I need the key.
Just heard a cat. That thing just went. Alright, so map-wise, we got the bathroom done. We can unlock the well, we can unlock the library, I should say. This is not gonna let me unlock it, right? I heard something running, and I hate you, game. So we can't unlock this.
Lost Plantations of Louisiana, Thierry Briclot, 1917. Deseto was a small plantation on the eastern shore of Lake Pontchartrain. The land was considered difficult for industry and was sold for only $30 to Elijah Pickford in 1818. Pickford employed hundreds of workers from nearby New Orleans to clear the woods and build a small plantation mansion facing the lake with a striking Greek Revival temple facade. Derceto kept a modest production of Barrique tobacco and indigo that persisted up till the Civil War. During the antebellum era, Derceto was the source of many rumors concerning voodoo and witchcraft. People who traveled the lake reported seeing people dance at night in front of bonfires, bleating and wailing. On June 17, 1862, Captain J.W. Norton of the Union Army recounts leading a raiding party from ships anchored in Lake Pontchartrain in order to seize control of Derceto and free the slaves working there. The captain was surprised to find the workers fighting back with unprecedented zeal. Norton's account describes these men and women as enraged with fanaticism. Pickford reportedly tried to placate the raiders, but was shot in the confusion. Captain Norton left the mansion burning and retreated to his ships with his men. Derceto was left in ruins for several decades. The ownership of the land was long disputed and returned to the Ledoux family in 1901. Several police reports were filed during the following years as the Ledoux tried to get rid of a camp of squatters on their land. The police made several visits to remove the trespassers, but the people kept returning. On November 1st, 1907, Inspector Legrasse of the police charged a deadly attack in order to save several children kidnapped by the squatters. Many were killed, and even more were jailed. The following year, Ledoux rebuilt Derceto, incorporating the surviving stone foundation and adding a magnificent wrought iron conservatory. The farmland had been reclaimed by the surrounding woods, so it was no longer profitable to use as a plantation. Instead, the house was turned into an artist's colony. The Astarte Artist Colony was a successful group of artists, including figures such as painter Heinrich Cassel and poet Nora Keith. The group was also known for their beloved Mardi Gras crew called the Pirates of Pontchartrain. On September 29, 1915, a tropical hurricane tore through Louisiana, causing Lake Pontchartrain to flood New Orleans. Due to the remote location of Derceto, it took almost 2 weeks for outsiders to learn that the artists' colony was abandoned. The 12 residing artists had all vanished without a trace. The empty mansion of Derceto still stands on the shore of Lake Pontchartrain, with much of its temple facade intact. The Ledoux family currently has no intention of repairing the house.
Oh. Gotcha. It's weird because if you're running, you can't do this. For whatever reason, it's just like, yeah, you can't be zooming in now. Is that all it was in here? Yeah, library is cleared. Huh.
Ooh.
You want to give me that shotgun? Ah, take that. Take that bad boy. Want to watch a trick? Okay, sure, don't do it to me. Door just slams shut. Not trying to do that. Slow down, slow your roll. Let me look around a little bit. So does this have has a door stop?
It's wedged shut.
A little weird. About to make me deal with it. You're not letting me. Key item vault colors. About to fisticuff my way out of here, right? Oh, we're fine. It made it seem like I was about to have a fight in there.
What the hell is going on?
Oh, we're in here. That's one way to do it over here. Alright, currently. Huh. I think we need these vault coders because we need it for this probably. There we go. Now I can use that as a shortcut, I'm guessing.
Got it.
Water hose.
Nice.
Is a water hose enough? Don't we need to like have it like a hook tied to it? Oh, we're just gonna fill it up, the well, and make it float up? Not what I thought we were doing. Okay. Interesting. Hi, cat. Now we go over here, and it should be floating up. What? Oh, we found cat.
This can't be real.
That's another part for the clock, right? My brain's like, turn it off. Yeah, we did. Honestly, kind of lost, but... So we have the kitchen that we haven't been into, the garage. I don't remember going into the garage at all, but... And we go over here, so we're into like the main house. Then the clock puzzle, I think. Yeah, I thought we were gonna do the boiler room, but I guess we're not. I guess I end up leading to the boiler room. The valve that we need, maybe, to turn it off.
I think I've seen this somewhere.
Don't we always sit somewhere? Like, there's obvious end pieces. Yeah, that has to be on bottom, that has to be on top. These all look like they're in places they have to be, but I might just be crazy. What if I move you? Yeah, no, they don't flip. They generally don't flip. I'm confused then. If they don't flip, how do you...
There was something in the commonplace book about this.
They're rotatable. Okay. Never mind. You can rotate them. My questions are solved now. The only thing that isn't gonna work like that is going to be this. There's some pieces that can't rotate into a corner piece. Now the question is, I believe these are right. How are these two wrong? And how can I know that? Is it because there's blood over here? Do they want me to... I think the line up top's fine. But the part I am doubting... Okay. There's a possibility. It's not high, but it's possible. A line sticker, so yeah, that's right. That would put you down here then, because of blood. There we go. I can do puzzles sometimes.
Maybe it just stopped. Huh.
Oh, I need an answer for that one, though. Six, 3. Oh no. Oh no. 6, 3. I don't remember Roman numerals. It's like 5, right? 6. Okay, now let's try 6 on you. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's 4. So 3, 4, 6. Three. I can't think. 3, 4, 6. Yep. I went off how big they were. Figure that part out.
There's a picture in the black glass. It's showing me something. It's the hallway outside Jeremy's room.
Yeah. Okay.